Tonight, Olympic fever burns bright in central Queensland.
Delays over Kendall airline takeover.
And endurance riders come home with winner's buckle.
WIN News with Bruce Diamond and Bridie.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It was Gladstone's turn today to share in the Olympic spirit, the torch relay arriving in the harbour city just before lunch. It was practically a public holiday as thousands lined the streets, later taking part in the celebrations at the marina. Tonight, the torch arrives in Rockhampton. We begin our extended Olympic coverage of the torch relay in central Queensland with Kirk Koster's report from Gladstone.
With its arrival still hours away, thousands of Harbour City residents were adamant they weren't going to miss a moment of the Olympic action. The streets along the route lined with young and old alike.
They may never ever see this again, so it's important to see it, to be part of it, to be immersed in it, to celebrate the 2000 Olympic year. So it's very exciting.
And it wasn't just the kids who were determined to enjoy the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to share in the Olympic spirit.
We believe this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, mate. We're a local service station and we're putting on something for the local people.
Local businesses decorated in the traditional green and gold, a definite carnival atmosphere pervading the air.
G'day, 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 g'day!
From the streets they flocked to the main stage at the marina to await the lighting of the community cauldron. And after several false starts, the moment all had been waiting for, the arrival of the Olympic torch. Mother of two, Kate Kennedy will treasure this memory for the rest of her life, awarded the honour of lighting the Harbour City's cauldron. The experience more than living up to her expectation.
I just kind of thought, go for a run. But you get swept up in the entire event and the momentous occasion that it is truly hits home when you start running and the streets are lined with people and they're cheering.
But the day was touched with sadness. Originally picked to make the final leg and light the city's cauldron, torchbearer and long-time local Peter Simpson lost his battle with cancer this morning. Mayor Caroni's certain he would have been more than impressed with the event and the outpouring of civic pride.
Knowing Peter, he would be on top of the world. This is what he would have wanted, Gladstone, to see it in its glory like this. And it's just such a terrible tragedy for him to not be here. He would have just loved it.
With the Olympic spirit now well and truly lit here in the Harbour City, the torch now prepares to make its way north to the beef capital.
Just after 5:30 this afternoon, the torch procession arrived in Rockhampton. No one's more excited than the first runner, 17-year-old Sally Meal. Given the opportunity by Starlight Foundation, Sally had this motivation for her run.
When I run, I'll be representing all the sick children and their families.
Sally has spinal cancer, although in remission, the last person she's thinking of is herself. Rather, Rockhampton's Craig McLeay, who gave up his spot to run to make someone's dream come true.
When I grow up, I hope I'm as caring and selfless as he has shown by giving up his leg in the torch relay.
Rockhampton's preparation started early. The beef capital proud to put on one of the best performances the torch will see on its long journey around the nation.
Seeing the flame come in and everyone's face just lights up. It's really moving.
Even flag waving today became a skill to be practiced. Just over 15 minutes ago, the torch was making its way through the city. Thousands, including this unusual guard of honour, are lining the streets to welcome the flame, lit over a month ago in Greece. Tonight the festivities continue at the Music Bowl, where the Olympic cauldron will be lit. Amanda McLeay, WIN News.
After such an eventful day, Olympic fever won't stop in Rockhampton tonight, with even more planned for tomorrow. And that's before the torch makes its way west to Emerald, where it's expected to be greeted by thousands of Central Highlands residents.
Mascot Sid, Millie and Ollie will be at the Rockhampton Riverside tomorrow as the torch makes its way out of town. Paintings of local Olympians will line the route, and the torch will be accompanied by a Greek chariot pulled by 4 white horses.
Businesses and residences really got with the Olympic spirit, and along the 7 kilometres there'll be dining and wining and cuppers and lamingtons, and yes, everyone's got with the spirit and they'll be out there having a morning tea.
Residents and businesses encouraged to participate in the longest smoko. 7 kilometres of people just sitting back, taking it easy and soaking up the Olympic atmosphere.
Rockhampton's been lucky. They've got 3 opportunities. They've got the torch run in tonight, they've got the music bowl, and the run out tomorrow will be quite spectacular with 7,000 students lining the route.
After leaving the beef capital, the torch will travel to Westwood and Jaringa, through Dingo to Bluff and then to Blackwater for lunch, stopping all along the way except for in Dingo, where residents have planned their own activities, ignoring what they believe is a snub by Olympic organisers. After Blackwater, the torch will travel to Comet before coming to a rest for the night in Emerald. Simon Moore, WIN News.